All right, good morning. Welcome to Brevard Prosperity Network, where we are initiatives, sorry, where we are focused on building partnerships and collaboration. And as the title of today is called Maximizing Impact, Ending Childhood Poverty Through Powerful Partnerships. And so my intention today is to get to know each one of you, share a little bit deeper on what tools we're using and how we're coming together to eliminate and end childhood poverty in Brevard County. And hopefully, my deepest desire is that you can be inspired and connect with some of what we have to help you with your initiative, your goals, and really finding those partnerships. So a little bit about me, Shannon Procyse with the Business Acceleration Network, where we're reinventing entrepreneurship through community and collaboration. And when I first got introduced to the Brevard Prosperity Initiative, it was through Susan Conley and Dan McDowell, Nancy Peltonen had made the connection. And it really spoke to my heart because I was working with an organization where they have throughout India and even in Nevada, they through community had solved many problems. It was the community that I saw that helped in hunger, feed large, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is a great opportunity for us to connect people, and also working with the Florida Chamber to really find out how we can come together and what are your needs and what are your asks, because I've found and seen a lot in nonprofits that the biggest gap is resources, and a lot of times there's somebody right there that if they knew, right, if they knew, hey, I have this, that just by putting those two people together, that magic happens. And so really excited to have you here. So let's go ahead and do quick introductions, and again, share your name, who you're with, intention for today or desired outcome. I always like to hear, sometimes there's something here that you're looking for, and I want to make sure we get it on the agenda and accomplish that goal. And also the 10 root cause. So Tony, do you mind going first? Oh, you're listening on your audio. Your audio's not working. Okay. Well, maybe you can type it in. Sorry. Okay, we have two Christies. So we'll go Christy with a C. Do you mind going first?
Hi. Well, my name is Christy Gillette. I'm with Easter Seals, Florida. And I'm really, when I saw this opportunity, I really was interested in just learning more about it, about the Brevard Prosperity Initiatives, and meeting potential partners, because that's one of the things that we try to work with is not everybody's able to do everything, but we can each do our own part to be able to help as many people as possible. And so I think for me, Easter Seals, Florida, for those that don't know, primarily we work with people with disabilities of all sorts, whether it's intellectual, developmental, physical, just the whole gambit of things. And I think for us, for me and my departments, where we work would be more on the employment side of things. So we have like a workforce development program that kind of falls in my portfolio. So I also have an adult day training program in Palm Bay. But I think for us, for this particular meeting, it would be the employment.
Beautiful. Thank you, Christy. So glad you're here. So you've heard of Best Buddies?
I have, yes.
Oh,
I don't know about it specifically in Brevard County. I actually know more about it from the one that's in Indian River County.
oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, my daughter grew up very large when she was in high school at Mel High, and it was just so beautiful to
It's
see.
it
Yeah.
is. I actually again I'm actually located in Indian River County, so I have a tendency when it comes to, so one of the reasons why I really like to attend meetings like this, because I don't have I personally don't know as much about Brevard County, so I really want to learn about what's out there, and so that I can help the people that we're impacting in that county. But I have a tendency, my work history is in Indian River, so I know a lot more about the services there. But Best Buddies is a wonderful program. It's actually run out of a local church here.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Christy with a K, do you mind going next? And then Beatrice?
Sure. Christy, where did you say you were from again?
Easter Seals, Florida.
I mean, where are you located?
Oh, okay. So we have our adult day training is right off Palm Bay Road in Palm
Okay.
Bay.
Okay.
But our workforce development department works in, we're able to work in, we actually are 42 out of the 67 counties.
Okay, cool.
So
you don't have to name those.
no, but actively, we have foot on the ground in like 6 or 7 of the counties.
Okay.
And
you're
then
here in
we do a lot
Brevard
of virtual
County.
services. Yes, we are
You
physically
personally.
there in Brevard County.
Okay, awesome. So, Love Inc. is Love in the Name of Christ, and our mission is to mobilize the church to change lives and communities in the name of Christ. So, when we're working with the lives, which are the individuals, we pair volunteers and resources around people in need, and we really want to get to the root of why someone's in need to help them get sustainable. So we walk with people spiritually, physically, emotionally, and relationally. And we do that, we're 95% volunteer based, and we, have trained mentors that walk alongside our folks in need. And then changing communities. And so when I look at the 10 different things that we're focusing on, we have an educational piece with what we do for our clients. We have a faith and finance class. We have a work-life class. So we're also helping people get better employment or folks that are unemployed. We also are interested in helping with the transportation issue. Some of the things that we do, we work with a lot of businesses in Brevard County that will give our clients a steep discount because they're working hard to get sustainable. So we have auto repair, we have a auto purchase program, so people donate cars to us, and then we pass them on to our clients. And then also attainable housing. So we have worked together with a lot of the organizations with Brevard Homeless Coalition in the housing space, and put together very tangible ways that the church can get involved with attainable housing. So we've been able to make a lot of connections there. And then I think you're probably familiar with a little bit with the asset mapping through Brevard Homeless Coalition. So there's an active group in Titusville. There's an active group in Cocoa, and our organization has just been asked to facilitate asset mapping in the city of Melbourne. So we will have an upcoming meeting. If any of you guys are in Melbourne and you're interested in being invited, it's not just so that we can map out where our assets are, but also so that we can build relationship with one another and really get to know the different organizations here in Melbourne. And we're Brevard wide. So, we want to connect in with everybody that's doing the asset mapping and bring it all together. And so there's a lot of different things that we do. We have a foster care Christian collaborative. Again, we've come before the church and said, here are very simple ways that you can make a difference. Either you might not be called to be a foster parent or to adopt, but there's simple ways that you can come along families that are called to do that. And of course, we sit in the prevention space. So really working with families to help them build strong so they, can have strong families as well. So we hit a lot of the things that we're looking at today. And I'm a collaborator. I believe that what we can achieve together is obviously far greater than what we can achieve individually. So I'm excited to meet everybody and work together to change Brevard County and our families.
Well, it sounds like you're already doing a lot of that. That's what's really exciting is to hear what's in the community is existing. I love that you're connecting with the asset mapping because we gotta, definitely pull those pieces together.
Yes.
Beatrice.
can't unmute me. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Beatrice Borsico. I am the outreach coordinator, case manager, slash everything else at Project Response Incorporated. So we help with individuals that are, we want to raise the awareness regarding HIV and, STIs. We provide the clinic services, our pharmacy services, as well as our case management services here in Melbourne. So we raise awareness regarding HIV, and of course, what resonated to me regarding this organization is that I've worked in several sectors in Brevard County. So I used to be a dependency case manager for 12 years here in Brevard County. So human trafficking unit, drug court unit, top leading caseworkers who held the highest caseload in Brevard. I did that for 12 years. And I also did career source. I did work for the Workforce Development Agency with the targeted population, the reentry and the recovery program. So helping those individuals with justice involved criminal background to have suitable employment, as well as training opportunities. So, and then also letting the employers know the benefits, the federal incentives, and having the benefits to know what, especially hiring the high risk candidates to say, hey, they come with the initiatives of federal bonding and work opportunity tax credit, on the job training opportunities. I did that for 6 years. And now I'm here at Project Response, trying to make that impact, trying to have that collaboration. I sit on I'm the vice chair for the Child Abuse Prevention Task Force Committee here in Brevard County. I'm also the executive member for the Haitian American Association of Brevard. So I'm trying to make sure that, like, all of us should be as one, right? We're dealing with the same sectors, right? Being able to kind of have that brainstorming opportunities for individuals. I love talking to providers, medical providers, to be able to get to that next level, helping our clients not only prosper, but elevate to that next level. Don't let them, like, just because you have temporary situations, that doesn't define who you are, right? And planting that seed. And I love how, like Christy was saying, how we need to put Brevard County on the map. Why not, right? Why not? Like, we all known of the Space Center and NASA and the shuttles, but why not help those that are in need, right? Let's be this county for all of us to work together. And even though we're doing different things, but we're still dealing with the same sector. And for all of us to work together, guess what? We'll have more success than anything else. So I'm really happy to be here, and we're going to make this happen. We got this.
Beautiful. Thank you, Beatrice.
You're welcome.
So glad you're here. And oh my gosh, I don't know how you do anything else. You're so busy. Jen,
Like everywhere I go, I'm always looking at the next opportunity, right? So when I'm at a grocery store, somebody says, "Oh," like one person that I heard them at the bank, and they were like, "Oh, I just got out and I need to look for a job." I'm like, "Oh, wait. Come to Career Source, connect with this person. I got you. Let me hook you up with this employer." You know what I mean? So I'm always working.
Thank you. Thank you. Jen, are you able to chime into the conversation? I know your camera's off. I didn't know if you're able to introduce yourself.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am not quite sure why the camera is off. I'm very new to Space Coast Habitat for Humanity, and I'm still getting used to on my computer and everything else. I also talk with my hands, so if you can see me, my hands are all over. But I have been at Space Coast Habitat for Humanity for about a month now. I did a lot of nonprofit fundraising in Ohio for 10 years, and I'm very happy to be included with Space Coast Habitat. And we find opportunities, we help people make their home ownership a reality. So I'm very happy, and that helps the families, it helps the neighborhoods, it helps the community, it helps the children. It brings everything. It's a good starting point, a good stepping stone for everything else that goes in life and grows and continues to help everyone in the area.
Awesome, Jen. Welcome. And we love
Thank you.
Steve. Steve's done a lot on the.
He was wonderful. Yes, he's in Daytona for a conference right now, so I'm here. So it's wonderful to be part of the organization, and I'm so fortunate that I get to help people, and my job's just not a job. It's helping society, helping community, helping the world.
Beautiful. And Tony, you still can't talk, so I'll introduce you. Okay. Okay. Tony is, oh my goodness, he's on the leadership team. He is volunteers at Angels Bridging Gaps, which works with disabilities, also realtor mortgage. And I have to say, he has been really instrumental in supporting a lot of our tech. He's, you know, you have questions, you can ask him about anything. He's very connected in the community. And Tony, I'm just so grateful that you're here, because I know, as you ladies will see, we are bringing people together in a really powerful way. And Tony's been one person from the very beginning that's had the vision, contributed to the vision, building the vision. And Tony, I'm just sending you a big hug. So one of the things, and you guys actually touched on this, and I highlighted it in the beginning, was we have all these resources of coming together. And so as we started meeting, it's like you have these meetings, great things happen, and magic happens, right? People connect. But we wanted to create something that has the continual support 24/7. And that there's a continued dialogue 24/7, that no matter what's going on, you know, it could be 10 at night and you're like, hey, we need this, or I can help with this, that it's really that ongoing support. So I want you to know, you being here is, you're still, even though we've been doing this for a while, you're really at the ground floor, because we haven't hit the momentum level yet. And so just knowing that you're, you know, you're here in the beginning. And I shared with you the website that we developed with the Florida Chamber. And I didn't say what I'm passionate. So my business, we have a Tomorrow's Leaders Today program. So we work with all the way from 8 years old to 26 years old, helping them with all kinds of things. I mean, we help them find jobs, we've helped them get vehicles, but the big thing is getting them into the business environment so that they can, you know, if they have a dream, that they can help fulfill that. But on a personal level, I am super passionate about food. I grew up in a home where we didn't have much food, and I know how important it is. So I love, and I'm a foodie, so I love anything with food. The site that I shared with you is, this is a site that we share with everybody on the Prosperity Initiative. This is really our portal that we invite everybody to come to and get involved. This is totally free. We have Launch Bank has stepped up and sponsored, Business Acceleration Network has sponsored, and we have created a community that allows us to continue to foster these relationships and build it and grow. And so if you have not joined the community, and I'll, once I show this for a minute, this is the place that you're gonna go to join us. And so, you know, the first step is going into the community and filling out a profile, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we have a monthly event that we do on the second Friday of each month. But this community is really the magic that we're building, that's at the ground floor. This is where we want to get as many people that are committed to this in here and start having these conversations. And so once you get in, it's going to invite you to download the app, because again, this is something that you can do on your phone. That's there. And so talk about what we need and share. And so I just wanted to show this to you, because I know that a few of you are not in the community. So when you go to register, it's going to ask you, which one of these do you fit into? And this becomes like your tag in the community, so that we know, oh, okay, you're with a school, or, you know, you're just a community leader, passionate, volunteering. We have people that are retired and they're just here volunteering, or I'm a nonprofit. So when you click that register button, it's going to drive you down here, and you just pick which one is for you or whoever you're introducing, and then they're able to join. And then that brings you into this community. And so right now, as I mentioned, we're not still at, we are growing every single month. We have 43 active people that are in the community now. But there's this magic that happens when we get over 50, and the more we grow, it's just it's amazing. So we invite you to come in. And I'm just curious, who all is in Heartbeat now? Is everybody here in Heart? Okay, Jen, you're in Heartbeat. I know Tony, you're in Heartbeat.
I actually wanted to ask you, we have I've been to a couple of the meetings, but so have my staff. So can I find out if we have already signed up?
I can look right now and see.
Okay.
It's Love Inc.
Yes.
Okay.
The ink is all cap, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, and we invite, so this, when you come in, we don't, it's all based on the person. So you can have your multiple staff join, right? So like I know Jen, we also have Steve. So the more the merrier. We do require that you put a headshot because this is a relationship community. And so when you do get in there, and it's searching right now, so I'm just checking that you do a headshot, and then it's going to ask you questions that I'll share with you on so that we can get to know you. And I'm not seeing this come up as a Love Inc. Maybe as we go through this, you might say, oh yeah, that's the person. Would you give me a name by chance?
It would probably be Tangi Combs or James Fontenot. Tangi.
No.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, and again, you can have as many individuals as you like. And so when you come in, here are the key questions that we ask everybody. So be prepared to, kind of know your 10 root causes. And we spent time designing this just so that it best serves us as we're looking at who's here and what are we doing. And so we do ask, what root cause are you interested in as an individual? And then we also ask, what root cause does your organization serve? So just letting you know that, if you're, those are the two pieces of the questions. And it is much like Twitter used to be, where it's limited characters, not a ton. But you can go back in and edit it at any time. So like Jennifer, if you're like, hey, I want to change this, you just click on the 3 dots and there'll be an edit option if it's your post, and you can change it at any time. Any questions about this part here? So part of the magic is that, hold on just a second, is that every time somebody joins, you're going to be notified. And we invite our community to come in and welcome them, right? It's kind of like, this is our house. We want to welcome everybody. Much like social media, people will not see it unless you do the @ sign in their name. So this is just like a Facebook or any of the social media that we use, where we want to tag people to connect with them. It has various emojis that you can use, but the only way that they will see it is if you do like I did here with Jennifer. And so the part that we're really excited about is this ask and wish list. This is where, as an organization, you get to come in and share, what do we need support with? What are we looking for? How, help spread the message of this event or this fundraiser that they're doing. When you're doing this, I always invite people to look at a cut and paste. So maybe a PNG file or a JPEG, because then we can physically see the image, right? So it makes it a little bit easier, and that you can connect with people directly from there. So we do invite you to post things here, share what it is that you're working on or that you would like, and go through here and see what you see if there's areas that you guys can contribute. So this was great. We're like, hey, we're looking for a volunteer that can help with marketing, and here we go. I know that there was another one here. Elena was looking for somebody in tech, and somebody's like, I'm willing to help. So this is where we get to ask and share what we're looking for and allow the community to connect. And so even though it's been a while ago, you'll be amazed that even if you come in now, that these are things that you can potentially support or get help with. Any questions about the ask and wish list? Okay. The next thing is the community events. So you'll see here on the side, these events are like the Brevard Prosperity events. And so this is where you can come in and reserve and get reminders, and it goes on your calendar if you set up the account with your calendar email and have all of the information. You can even watch the replay. So there'll be a replay for today. I know this last one that we did here. I don't know where it is here. Oh, right here. This has a really great replay. So you just click on it and you're able to watch it. So if there's some gems here or you want a team to watch it, we do keep the replays here. As far as the community events, this is where we want to know about your events. And you want to use this like your, you want to include the date. You want to include the time. You want to include the flyer, right? Like this is, imagine this is a landing page. And so the more information that you put, the better, making it very easy for others to see if you want us to help share it. This is where we want to know what you're up to as far as your community events. And you can post anything, everything that's right there. The other piece is our celebrations. The common question that people ask is, what's the impact that we're having? So we're obviously looking at stats, and we have our next statistical update on Brevard in July. So in July will be the second Friday of the month. That's where the agenda at the live event is going through all of the 10 root causes, so we can see where were we at today. But in the meantime, we got to hear from you. Like, what's the good news? What's happening? What contacts did you make? What impact did you make? The reason why I'm gonna put on my marketing hat here. This does two things. One is it lets us know, hey, this is working. Because that question comes up, is this working? The other thing is I look at this as kind of free marketing, right? It's kind of like letting people know this is what we did and we were successful at it. So it's another way of getting your organization out there and sharing the good news. So we really invite you to take, look at what successes are you celebrating in your organization? What successes happen also from Brevard Prosperity and the connections that you made? So I'm going to pause here real quick on these initial threads to see if there's any questions. Okay, I'll keep going. This is where we put our announcements. So these all come from the chamber. And so we do updates from the Florida Chamber. So just you'll get those to your email because they come to all the members, but that's where our announcements are. And now we get into some of the other tools. So under documents, this is where you'll find our resources. And so you may go, okay, how do I use Heartbeat? And we have a video, we have step-by-step on how to change your notifications, how to download the app. Everything you need to know to be able to use it is here under docs and then resources, how to get started. The search bar is really powerful, and that's right at the top. So we want you to be able to search everything easily. And so that's right there, details on that, how to edit your profile, and just really key information on on how do I do this? In here, you'll also see some of our leadership team. And as we get the mapping and other resources, those will be available in the resource segment. We do currently have a course that's in the here now. And so this comes from the Florida Chamber. This is some of the training that they've done regarding specific root causes that they're doing to tackle in Florida. So this is a great place if you want to kind of hear from the top of like, what are they doing? What are they saying? These are videos that you're able to watch and also connect. You'll see that there is a discussion. So if there's things you want to say about it, that will lead you right to this discussion group. So we have a couple of discussion groups here. This is just general. We wanted to have a place where people could post articles, videos, anything you want, right? We just needed a container so that people are like, I don't know where to put it. Put it there. There's all kinds of, various things that people put in here of what's happening in the news and grants and some really great stuff. Nonprofit organizations, this is where, like we saw, he shared a grant that was available. This one hasn't been, most people stay up in these threads, but we do have those pieces there. And then you are able to private message anybody. You can even do groups. So let's say there's a few of you where you're like, hey, we want to focus on an event, and you've identified 5 people in the community. Well, you can come right here, and then you can say, okay, I want Nancy, I want Elena, right? And whoever you want to be in that group chat, you can do that right here or message people directly. And each one of you, as you came in, you should have received this email that's really like a roadmap of how do I use this, where do I start, and things that you can easily click on to get going. Here's our directory. Jen, yay! This is where you can direct message people. This is where you can read more about them, their bio. We encourage you to put your website, any social media that you have. You can even put a calendar. So like here's somebody that has their calendar listing. And again, you can search right at the very top, whatever you're looking for. You could say housing, right? And it will pull through. Well, this is doing the directory. Yep, so you can see whoever is in housing based upon that search. All right, so I'm going to pause for a moment and just check in and see if there's anything else I can support you with on questions with this, questions with partnerships. Beatrice?
No, I'm good. No, I was just listening. I mean, I'm good. Everything is like, I love this. For us to have an opportunity all of us come together, it sets a strong foundation for not only this for our county, but statewide, you know what I mean? And because we're all in this together, you know what I'm saying? And why not? We all need each other. That's all I'm saying. It's just, we gotta make it make sense. It's simple. Simplicity is the best policy for me. So.
Beautiful. And I'm just going to check in with each one of you, if that's okay, and I have a few more things I can share, but Christy with a C.
No, I don't have any questions. I just want to say it's kind of funny you say Christy was my son. When he was younger, he was in another class with the same kid, and they always called him like Tyler with a G because his last name starts, same as mine. But so it just kind of brings back those memories. But no, I think this is wonderful. Like Beatrice said, I think the great thing, and I also mentioned it at the beginning, was, we can only do our parts. And, so I can only impact so many people, but together we can impact so many more. And I find sometimes that when the services are out there and we don't even know they're there, I mean, and so I refer to, like, oh, we're, Brevard's best kept secret, like, because I hear all the time, like, oh, you still exist, or you're still here. And it's like, yes, it's one of the reasons why I'm being, trying to get involved with other places, because, even though Easter Seals, we primarily work with people with disabilities, but that's also, I mean, a lot of people have, silent disabilities, things that prevent them from being able to work, easily without that assistance. And we want to be part of the solution to that, and just working together and getting to know where everybody's at, because again, it might not be me, maybe it's Beatrice that's the best help for the person that I meet. But now Beatrice knows me, and you guys all know me now. You're like, oh, okay, Christy's going to be the help, or she'll be able to maybe direct you differently than we can. And I think that's a beautiful thing, for the people of the community, and for each other, because I hate when people come to me and I don't know where to direct them. I don't want to be another dead end for them. I don't like that. Where it's just like, oh, well, we can't help, and good luck, bye. And that's what you get a lot. You get a lot of, and I think that's what gets very frustrating for, families and for youth as they're trying to, get out into the workforce. It's so frustrating because you get a lot of no's, before you find the right person that gives you the yes. And I want to try to help people, direct them to where that yes might be, even if it's not me.
Yeah, and I didn't mention this in the beginning, but I know a lot of the business owners are here. Is they kind of say, the government hasn't fixed it yet, and it's the businesses that can come together and really support the nonprofits financially, time, talents, and all of those. So it's, we've got kind of couple different agendas going on. One is to find those resources with nonprofits, but also align you with businesses that can help make those, implement, whether it be with funding or time or talents or mentors, to be able to implement it. That's why it's so powerful that the Greater Palm Bay Chamber is pulling this together. Christy with a K, and then Jen.
I love the platform. It seems really user friendly. And Shannon, I did not catch what your organization is. Your business.
My organization is the Business Acceleration Network.
Okay.
And so we work with nonprofits and business owners to through community and collaboration, but we help them access resources, strategy. We're kind of like a business incubator, but we're really an accelerator. A lot of who we work with are already up and running, and Tony's a part of our community. What's great is I've been using this platform for quite a long time, and that's when I introduced it to the Brevard Prosperity Initiative, because I'm like, it's amazing when you have this container. You don't have to do so many meetings, right? Like we're kind of tapped out for time. Yeah. So thank you.
I think it's great. It's fantastic. I did want to mention, and when I, go ahead and sign up on the platform, I'll add this, but we have an emergency resource guide. It's right on our website, so anybody can have access to that, and you can print them out as well. Our website is lovingbrevard.com. So I just want to let you guys know that.
Yeah, so that would be something, with your permission, that we should definitely put under our resources, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can link to your site with that. So that's remarkable. Yes, please, please remind me. And if you don't mind, when you get in there, direct messaging me, and then I'll add that as a resource there. Thank you. That's powerful.
You're welcome.
Jen?
I am really happy the way it seems like Brevard County really does come together. I think I am surprised how much support. I've actually lived in Florida about a year, and like just the networking is incredible. And I love how everybody knows somebody, and you can do this, you can do that. So I think it's great how we all work together. And on a personal note, I have a cousin that has her daughter has Downs, and then her son has been a best buddy since kindergarten. It's just such a great, they're in Indianapolis, Indiana, but I mean, it's just wonderful seeing how they work together. They're on the track team, cross country. It's just a great program on a personal note as far as the best buddies.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. She is a senior this year, and her brother's in 8th grade, but they work together, and it's just good for all the kids to get together and help each other, and it just really works out on a personal side on the best buddies. But
yeah, it's a beautiful program.
One other thing I would like, just being new and seeing some stuff, if people are looking for low cost furniture, if they are trying to set up their first homes, like our resale has such wonderful stuff for couches, chairs, tables. If people do need an alternative to going to a store for their house stuff, we have a wonderful supply here. So I think that sometimes gets lost in what we do as far as the resale store. But I did want to put that plug in there.
Yeah, and Jen, post that here, right?
Okay.
So go under the general discussion and just say reminder. I mean, exactly what you said.
Okay.
Put that
Okay.
information there and put the address. And when you mention the word furniture again, as we're thinking, right? I may not remember you, but I will.
Right.
Then I can go back in here and go, you know what? I know somebody said that they could get furniture, and I just put in the word furniture, and then you'll come up.
And we get brand new furniture. We get really nice used furniture for, a fraction of the cost. If someone is trying to, start fresh and start on a new platform, it's a great alternative that I think sometimes on the donor and volunteer end, it's what Habitat does, but we are also a wonderful resource for additional things for people starting out.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Right.
Tony, can you talk now? No. Okay. See, it's unmuted. So I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek or tell you a little bit about what our agenda is for this year. When you get into the community, and again, please help spread the word. You've got the link for the website. The more we get in here and using it, the better. We do have our, hold on, upcoming events, past events, upcoming events. Oh, I don't know why that didn't go up there. So this Thursday, we do have a leadership meeting at the chamber. And I have to see what happens here because it's not coming up. I thought I added it. Anyways, we meet from 9 to 10:30. So if you're, oh, here it is right here. So if you're interested in kind of being behind the scenes and helping us with the, the organization and the marketing and all of those pieces, we meet the first Thursday of every month. This next live event is where we're doing the roundtable discussion. So that's where we use the app. You come together and there's usually 5 at your table. We hear from each person. You share what you're looking for, how you support others, and then we switch tables. So this is our roundtable discussion. And then we have a special event on the 29th. And so that is the summit from the Florida Chamber. You do need to register on the Greater Palm Bay Chamber of Commerce site because there is a small fee. They do bring in some refreshments and you have lunch. But this is a powerful live stream that you get to hear from directly there. And there's also in here details if you want to go live. So you could do that also. And then you can see each month. So one of the things that we're doing, and we just had Steve, he was the brainchild of this. He's so smart. We started doing panel discussions around root causes. And so in June, the panel discussion is around health. And this is really great because we're finding leaders, nonprofits, people that are making an impact, and this way you can come in and hear exactly what they're, we share the stats in the beginning, kind of what's going on, and then you hear some of their challenges, some of their successes, and it's been really powerful to participate in that. And so the format is that we're doing those every couple months. So right after the health, which is in June, so next month or this month, community mastermind, then health. Then July is our mid-year update. And that's where we want leaders, politicians. This is where we're getting direct stats of everything. It's our mid-year update. And we also do that again in December, where it's or is it January? No. I know we're doing something special in December. And then we go into employment. I'm saying these names because if there's anybody that you know that you feel like, oh my gosh, they need to be on this panel, please message me in heartbeat, right? So then we have employment, August 8th. Then we do the community mastermind in September. Then we do childcare, where this is inaccessible and unaffordable quality health childcare. That's October 10th, and then November 14th is food there. So this is a great opportunity to kind of learn more from some of the leaders throughout our county on those specific root causes. All right. I'm wondering, is there anybody that has something that they want me to post in Heartbeat for them now? Any celebrations, any requests? Anything that I could share, or any other final questions on this piece? Should I show you guys the app maybe? Do you guys want to see the phone app? Yeah? Okay. Give me just a minute. I don't know if you guys know this on Zoom, but it's pretty cool because, at least with an Apple, I can show stuff on my phone. Okay, here we go. And I have the mini phone, so it's going to be much better on yours. Okay. So this is what it looks like on your phone. And so this hamburger up here at the top left-hand corner, that's where you're going to see the threads that we just talked about, ask and assist, directory, any of your settings. And the feed is kind of like social media where they show you the latest news, the general discussions, and you just open it up and you use this pencil sign here, and you can type, you can do, what's really cool about the app that you can't do, I love the desktop because there's more there that you can see and work with. But on here, you can actually leave audio messages. So even in the direct messaging, I love it because I'll go in here and go, okay, I want to talk to Tony. And so if I click on this bottom right-hand message here, then I can go in here to Tony, and I can even leave him a video. So there's the video option here. Here's the voice option here, and I can just leave my voice. So that's one of the cool features about the app. You can also watch the courses right from here. You can see the events and get connected there. And then we've got the documents at the bottom if you need additional help. So the app's pretty cool. You can see a little bit of the difference, and you always stay up to date. Now the bell, so the bell up here is where you get your notifications, and that's the same on the desktop. There was that little bell, it was bright red, and so you can see things that are for you, things that you're mentioned, and even some of the activities that are there. So that, much like social media does the same thing. And it's cool, it's right at your fingertips. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and put my contact information in here if you need any help whatsoever. And I'll put my cell phone number. Actually, if I give you this website, it has my cell phone, it has text, it has everything. Like you can even find me on your favorite social media that's there. But it gives you my CV card and all that stuff when it's there. But Shannon at Business Acceleration Network is the email. How many of you ladies are going to the event next Friday?
I will be on vacation.
Oh, good. We all need holidays. Awesome.
It's the day after our breakfast, so I think everyone here might be post-breakfast day. So I do not know if I'm coming next Friday.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Well, congratulations on that. I will drop the link because I think that's in here too. Yeah, right.
We are currently sold out. So
Oh, you are?
Yes,
Okay.
wonderful success. It worked, and we're currently sold out. So thank you to everybody that signed up.
Awesome. Well, I'll make a note here. Great. Anything else before we say goodbye?
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. And we do this every month, and I have to tell you, it's not going to be the same every time. A lot of you are new and not in here yet, so we're just getting started. But I know last month we had a lot of people that are in here, so there's different questions that come up. So please feel free to come back. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful for all that you guys do in Brevard, and excited that you took time to see what we're up to and carry this vision forward with us.
Definitely. I'm so inspired. It's not even funny. I'm like smiling from ear to ear because the impact that we are doing here, especially the nonprofits. I mean, I don't want to single anybody out, but we do so well that it will also influence our our for-profit organizations, right? Because we all need donors and sponsors and stuff like that. And for all of us to really, really gun down to the root of all of this, it just seems like this vision is bigger than us. And always remember that the impact that we do, we can make or break somebody. You know what I'm saying? And for all of us working together, why not? Like, why not? And I'm really excited. I'm really excited because it's a different the traditional ways. We're not thinking the traditional ways, and especially with everything that's going on in today's society and all of our clients and everybody, people are struggling. So instead of looking at them as, oh, well, this population or that population, let's look at them as a human being and really get a plan that they're going to be successful with, and even if they have challenges, all right, this agency didn't work, let's try this one, so but yeah, I'm excited.
I'm so grateful you're here. I have to tell you, Alina Little has been with us from the beginning, and it's been so wonderful for her to, she's always been a connector, right? Those of you that know her, she's got this figured out, but it was so beautiful for her to tap into the business community for board members and for mentors and for sponsors. And so I know a lot of you are new to this, but I see so many great things as you plug into the business community, and we're able to let them know more about what you're doing.
They're gonna give us back. Like, it's gonna give back. Like, that's the thing about it. That's the best part about it. Because when we have our clients, unless they're all ring around the rosy, especially they're going from one agency to the next and don't have that structure, and then they have to tell the same story of why they're homeless or why they have a mental health issue or a substance abuse issue. And instead of looking at, like the issue, right? Providing solutions. When I see my clients and then they have this aha moment, and I always tell them, I'm like, you're this captain of this ship. Either we sink or sail. And I don't want to sink because I can't swim, right? Are there going to be some rough tides? Yes. We deal with that as a professionals. Think about it. We go through so much as a professional, and then we gotta help those that's depending on us. And when when we give them that light, and then they really are successful, and they come back and they said, because of you, I didn't give up. Now their kids, especially when their kids see that mom is struggling, but I don't want to tell my teacher, right? Now they see that they're putting the efforts in. Now they're going to change their mindset because my mom did it. My dad did it in a positive way. Like, let's change that. I'm sorry.
No. I love your passion and so I'm going to just share a little ask for the Brevard Prosperity Initiative is that this is led by us.
Yes.
So we are looking for leaders that want to step in and help with the various pieces of this. We can't do this alone. We have a very small leadership team and everybody's still, I mean, this is a new technology, as you can imagine, right? So if anybody is inspired to say, hey, I want to help, please let me know, let Tony know, come to the meeting. Even if you can't come to the meeting on Thursday, we really, we need to, it's a shared leadership to where different people can step away and others can step in, right? And that's really where right now building the foundation, building the footing, and I know you guys are so busy, but I just want to plant that seed, that we welcome that leadership. And we are also, I want to make sure we plug in with you with the mapping, because we do have some mapping. And I know that we have Christy who's come in and we're looking at our whole intake of what are the assets. So definitely should collaborate on that. We have a bunch of stuff, and what we're using as Monday. And again, it's focused on the 10 root causes. So like, animal nonprofits aren't going to be, if that makes sense. So it's a little different mapping, but that's another piece that if you see how we can collaborate and connect. Because I was so focused in food and was working on a food network, I mean, we know all the farmers, it's pretty massive of the food piece that's in the mapping, and we've been adding things. But I know right now, what we're discovering is many of the nonprofits, as I heard like from you, Christy, I'm like, oh my gosh, I mean, each one, you have so many things that you offer that it's beyond a Excel spreadsheet, and to be able to have that available and have that to the community, so somebody can go in and search, right, and say, okay, I need somebody that deals with foster care, I need somebody that deals with this. So look forward to seeing how we can connect that within the platform and what we're doing.
Yeah, that sounds great. Is that mapping available to anybody to access?
Right now it is in Monday, and we can give anybody access to it. We just have a thing of don't spam anybody. It's more of a tool, and it's not complete.
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't have it public right now. We give it to people that are like, hey, I want to help with the mapping, or I need access to the mapping. That's there.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. I'm going to be giving you a warm welcome. Tony will too. And just remember, if you can, what I tell people in our community is just set on your timer, like a weekly thing where you go in there 10, 15 minutes a week, right? It's a new habit. It's a new way of being, and share those celebrations, share those needs. This is like our own social media, and you're not dealing with all the other noise. Right? This is really focused. This is really intentional, really mindful. And so, and if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Awesome. Thank you.